Anticipation for this one has been building through the early part of the season, and now here we are with a top-5 showdown. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Alabama's head coach told me before the game he understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play calling, show why they've won these games 3 in a row, and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Seems as if these two have been on a collision course for a top-5 meeting like this. A big picture, guys, it can really help their playoff position.
Yeah, we all circled this game at the start of the year. We knew this one was going to have conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications too, David. So lots riding on this one, and may the best team win.
And this will be huge down the stretch. It gives you a shot in the arm. You prove your worth in this football game, and you start to build your case as you get to the end of the season of why you could possibly get to the best team in the country.
Well, in the last 2 plays, they've given this guy the ball, and he's done a really nice job, shown really nice vision. He's gotten what's available to him. He hasn't broken off the 60-yarder quite yet, but he is doing a nice job of putting this offense now in a very manageable third-down situation.
Using his feet. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young player? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got him, and they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. The give to the back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
Finding some room. Inside the 30. Tag. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and he finished things off racing 53 yards for 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Handoff to the fullback. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Moore. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man. Got room at the 35. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage and got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Here comes the heat. He's got his man. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on 4th down. Could be an alley. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The head coach told us he was going to be aggressive. He has a lot of confidence in his running game, and he showed it there on that 4th and 2.
And I like that mentality. That's the mentality I'm going to develop with my team. We're going to be aggressive. We're going to go get things. Short yardage situations, we're going to practice them. We're going to be successful, but we're going to go for it.
Back has it. Got his man. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And he puts through the extra point. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down. Breaks into the open. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Really nice run there. No, listen, you know, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield with his physical style.
Maybe some room here. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man.
Breaks away on the left. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish that thing off in style with a 49-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Temple. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Running inside. It's Arrington. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be 2nd down.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Catch in the middle, it's Moore.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
Well, the offense on third down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north, but the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up fourth down.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are pivotal for this play to have success. Really good job blocking on the perimeter.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle.
Got a little grass. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Bama! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run. They're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And the point after is good. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Finds his man. It's Moore. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed.
Going for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's marked down at the 21-yard line as the defense comes up with a turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Doesn't find any room whatsoever here late in the half. Alabama quickly back to the line.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They didn't get anybody blocked, didn't fool anybody. They'll lose yardage, and it's third down here late in the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Maybe a crease. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On the move. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We begin with San Diego State taking on the number 8 team, the Boise State Broncos.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
To the air on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. The sure hands, it's Wiley. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Here's a little room there. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wiley. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss. Georgia comes quickly to the line. From the gun on third down. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Nice job by the quarterback. Hey, the defense is going to let your big tight end be wide open like that. You will take that throw all day long, and they do for a big game.
Gonna run it. It's Temple.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Under fire. It's incomplete. They've been waiting to run that one and couldn't quite pull it off. It's third down. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tide ready to roll on offense. I know they put up really good numbers on offense, but David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Riley. It's incomplete, trying a little razzle-dazzle there, but it'll be third down. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Complete to the right. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
They've got him now, and he almost picked up that first down on the screen.
This guy has done a lot of work carrying the football, traditionally running it, and now they're trying to sprinkle it to him in the screen game as well. That's a good idea. If they're going to win this game, you just need to force-feed him the football as many different...
Oh, it's a fumble! And the defense jumps on him. They get that turnover.
I mean, that is exactly what you want to do. Quarterback runs the football. You want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the D.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, They felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Taylor. It's complete on the right side. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Looking to throw on first down. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. The run inside. It's Temple. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
And the Dogs are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Fires downfield. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
First and goal, and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Looking for the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Bulldog.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was Bader.
They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. Gets the back moving. He's going to be stopped short as they come up empty on the 2-point try. They were hoping to get this game to within a field goal, but the lead stays at 5. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Oh, and a move. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. There's some room. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. You got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They want that clock to run. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Creates a little space. Turning it on. Inside to the house. Touchdown time. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Temple. Looking left. He's got it. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it, and that's what froze the linebackers in the 2nd level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
The Bulldogs come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. He fires to the left side. Tosses it incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Temple. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They'll run play action. A strike downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Hits him in stride at the 10. Tight windows, no problem to grab the... Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together an 81-yard drive. Time is of the essence, just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. Reese, productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Past the 40. Speeding down the left side. Into the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Throws to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Off play action. Makes the grab. At the 40, there he goes. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Off-play action on first down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The play action fake. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for...
Makes the catch, and he's free. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here.